double wording up. Nigga named Ha Ha Davis, he do it on the internet. But he do it with precision though. Like he don't wear that shit in the ground like how most people do. That nigga, it's just like he be on point with that shit. That shit funny. Ooh, that nigga got on some boots. Oh, them some boots. My favorite one is Out of Here, boy. And nigga walk in the room, hit home, motherfucking girl. He like, ooh, I'm out of here.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, I like it when you stick your thumb in my ass all the way up to the knuckle. That nigga was like,
in full roar as the guys emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Weak, boy. Weak. Now we get that Brown defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We have to manufacture blocks around this bitch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
You gotta be able to play you gotta be able to play all sides of the field. Fuck around with these boys out here. I'm trying out this running back money. He's 6'2", 237 pounds. Oh, basically.
Now the former
you like that big ass piece of hole up in there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Get it now.
A gain of 3, second down.
Oh, shit, you give me 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carry for Kenyon Drake. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
3 more.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Tannehill finding Wilson for the Miami first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
We gonna know what type of game it is right off this one right here.
On first and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Catch made right side by Wilson.
Fast Albert,
and they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough
85, 86.
Maybe a yard.
You get to chip the nigga some.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
You make me
it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Real smart.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Right.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent.
Laying on him just made the back of the
and
field.
Run for it, but they
laying on him made the back of the field wide ass open.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Smart man.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one.
Sorry,
that thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Damn.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
If you get beat like that again, that nigga won't be in the game no more.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
There you go.
Nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Way to feel that out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Chin, man. Fuck that nigga. Sorry. 12 catches, 76 yards. Bitch.
2nd down, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Right in between them niggas.
David Njoku, 33 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an
that wasn't no out route, nigga. That was a curl.
These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Oh, that was a bad hot route.
Kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's why he just threw that bitch.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh, you had to do a lot to manufacture. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got you. That makes sense.
The Miami Dolphins, Charles, if you just look at the first half of the season, you have to say it's a team that overachieved. Now, as we get toward the stretch run, is this a team that realistically makes a push for the playoffs?
It's hard to say that they will, because you mentioned them overachieving a little bit. They had some wins early you didn't expect them to get. But because of those wins, they had some losses early that you didn't expect them to take. So you're not sure what you're getting week in and week out. So if they do make a playoff push as a wild card out of the East, well, you're probably only getting one team out of the AFC South. So maybe the door is open a little bit. I know the West, you're talking about
he's a rookie. He's from somewhere.
And then, of course, in the AFC North, potentially two. So they could make a push, but it almost feels like an 8-8 team the way that they've gone about their business so far.
If they do make it into the playoffs, probably a heck of an accomplishment for Miami this season. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns.
Well, yeah, that's just being on your toes. That just be keeping you on your toes.
Offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The law of averages. Oh, yeah.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he finds Stills.
No, I didn't. I ain't want that post. I seen the post, but I know what I got, money. These my plays.
Chill out. Allows a pickup of 16 on
Chill out. These my plays. I got this. You know what I mean? We know how we set it up. Now your eyes is focused on that post. You see how, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Yeah. No, I didn't. I couldn't set it up. My feet wasn't set because I was moving my feet. I was moving to the right. So I would have had to stop and take a risk of getting sacked. So I was like, nah, I'm going for the show. I call that
play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Nice little eye candy. You worry about them underneath routes so much that nigga on that back seat.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Tannehill.
Oh, my.
Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Cleveland Browns, Charles, it's been an interesting season for them. There was optimism early, a couple of wins, a lot of near wins, but a lot of that optimism has really faded, and those competitive games early in the year, they're now just losses.
And that's exactly where people were headed with their optimism. Hey, this is going to pay dividends later. Go back to the season opener against Pittsburgh. 21-21 tie. Yet everyone felt great coming out of that, thinking, hey, down the road, that'll turn into wins, and you're exactly right. They have not seen that. Head coach Hugh Jackson was fired after their loss in Week 8. He had gone 3-36-1 in his tenure. And they still have some really tough road games coming up in the second half of the year.
We got to play the move.
In the division at Cincinnati, Houston leading the AFC South at the midway point, at Denver, and at Baltimore. That's not easy.
On second down, Johnson. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I think I got to get up pretty damn early in the morning to stop me and do something with that run.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Got to manufacture some shit, gangster.
56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
On third down, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Hit on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield.
Play the pass.
Pass incomplete.
Run it.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Miles Garrett, but we get the pressure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I don't try and do nothing that my players ain't prone to do. If that ain't what they do, that ain't what they do. If I got a thump in the game, then we gonna thump.
Another carry now for Gore. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
30.
They'll run here with Ball. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
King Drake carried the ball 3 times.
50.
Right back to him on first down.
Everybody got their job.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I got a 6'3" running back. I mean, 6'2" running back that got moves and shit. Then I got the nigga Frank Gore, who is a finesse old school back.
They run it with Balaj. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say,
like how that hole opened up like that right there, get up in there.
First half.
Yeah,
see how we got your boxing in?
Think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, it's Gore.
No, it's just, we gonna run the ball, cuz that's what I do. We just successful with the run. And most people can't stop it because they don't know how to stop it. It's just gap control. You gotta be fundamentally sound with gap control.
And leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill.
See, ain't no juking back and all that shit.
Third down. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Get your ass up to the line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And over the middle, this is Parker. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play is able to get on the run and was still at.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Pushing down on me. Pushing down on you.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
We see things differently.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
Nigga, you know it's real.
We're 30.
You see it? Okay. You see it.
Here's Tannehill.
You see it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
You see it. They worry about the
so the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
You see it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight.
Absolutely.
They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first
been
downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Gone!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins.
Over that man.
Down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
See, their problem is there's no pass rush. It ain't nothing to threaten them.
And again, it's Mayfield. Able to avoid him at the 40. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
If I get sacks.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry.
I should have picked that bitch.
It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
It wouldn't matter. That was all me. It don't matter. I know you get greedy. You know what I'm saying? But my player's going to make plays.
Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
You make you do stupid.
Yes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming.
We want you to think it's something. Not that. End up being something completely different.
Working out of the gun.
Oh my God, get back there, fat boy.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip
all he had to do was get
the
back
5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill stepping up. He's going to keep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Gotta get it, that's it, in my...
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Jakeem Grant now to return. Gets past one man. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the toss, here's Balaj. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Toss play to Balaj. And he's got room. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Balaj. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Sherrills. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
2nd down, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, we're good,
Throwing is Cousins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
4th down, Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's Stills bringing it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Tannehill on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 20.
Now Balaj. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Set. By 20.
Now Tannehill. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Set. 48.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Ready.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. 48.
Now it's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Charles, as Minnesota takes the field here, let me get your thoughts on what you think of them coming down the stretch. The 1-3 start. We talked about their start last year, too. But is this a team that is being overlooked by others in the NFL right now?
I don't think so. I think that the teams that they're playing know how capable the Vikings are, and they realize that not only is the deep...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's complete. Stills. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Sanders is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. And this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A first down throw for Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Cousins now. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they're going to be set up in the red zone.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know face that, huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. The return man is Grant. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Zip. Hey. Let's go. At 20.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set. 30.
Off play action, Tannehill. A dump off here for Gore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Set. 280.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Set. 28. Go.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
On 1st down, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set. 80. Ready, hot.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. D. Ford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Let's go. 28. Zip.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one, it's pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense that just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's going to go deep for Conley. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure.
Green, 90.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to get him for a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on that,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Here's Tannehill now on second down. It's complete. Stills. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Block. Let's go. Get set.
Again, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
4 down. Go. 80. Ready, hunt. Go.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. He got 29 yards that time. Tannehill now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Let's go. Hustle, fellas.
On second down, here's Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive
just past the 30-yard line. That electric Kansas City offense takes the field again, and a lot of the talk this year, understandably, has been about Patrick Mahomes, but really this is just a fun team to follow, is it not?
It really is, and when you think about their head coach, Andy Reid, and his ability to adapt to the talent he has, adapt to how they play football in 2018, to actually be ahead a little bit, because you see elements of college offenses in his. You see, of course, the spreading the field and throwing it to his fast guys like Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce does a little bit of everything at tight end. Kareem Hunt.
And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now it's Hunt. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Kelce out in the slot right. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And it's up and good. Butker now to kick this one away. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, get set. Set. 180.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Reggie Ragland coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
20.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
There we go now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. They go play action here on 1st down. Wilson snags it left side. He's going to go. Albert Wilson, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, 97 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Have more arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Tannehill now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and short. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Hey, 20.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Now Tannehill. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Tannehill. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Tannehill. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A road win in the National Football League.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse dipping, I rated. We have the food for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bread on my bacon, big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been real for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead. One in the hand, one in the bag, one in the hand, one in the bag.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Gonna look deep for... It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just keeping the play alive. It's complete to Parker, left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. On first and 10, Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try and push it in with goal. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Second and goal from the 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports. After this, they come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. To throw is Tannehill. On the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben Foster in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense out.
Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. On that incompletion, I'm just glancing down at the Week 11 slate. Pretty big game in Seattle, Green Bay at the Seahawks. Two teams, of course, that met in the NFC title game a few years back.
Yeah, and at this point of the year, both teams have not had the success that they've wanted, but they're both led by elite quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, Russell Wilson in Seattle. No doubt about it, this has to be a must-win game for both of these squads.
Yeah, and both of those quarterbacks know that. They're going to have their teams fired up and ready to go. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tannehill. This is intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, hopping over the top, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And now it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. Fights off the defender.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches more...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, thinking ahead, Charles, quickly to Week 11, that game, Kansas City and L.A. down in Mexico City, that's going to be fun. But Philly and New Orleans, that's going to be a heck of a game.
It certainly is, because Philadelphia is the defending Super Bowl champs. But guess what? They're not seen as the equal of New Orleans in 2018. This could be a statement game for them. And how about the way the teams picked their uniforms for this one? Did you hear this story?
Yeah, a little golf competition between the head coaches.
Yeah, Doug Peterson, Sean Payton. I guess it was the 3rd hole of their golf match, and whoever won that hole got to pick the jerseys.
And Peterson won, so he will pick the uniforms for that contest.
How about that one?
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Robert Quinn in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They'll set up a throw. Kidder here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he missed it.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll drop to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations.
Damn, I'm tripping, cuz. I was gonna say, what you were watching on TV last night, but I'm the one that changed the TV. My bad.
I didn't say you had put on that Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I ain't watched 2 seconds of this shit.
Money bag.
How high hell?
Money bag. I said, I'm going to go ahead and looking like a money bag. Money bag. Hey, what's up? God, I do the Maybach on Monday for Rocky Friday. This is sweet Friday. That's just what I say. I said, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 money back. don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walked into the booth and attack. I hit this guy and the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, race match. That straight facts. Got lips like Angelina. Belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, go rock body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I said, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, for rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Malaj. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
20!
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Take it at the 37. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Go, ready? Go, go.
Off play action, Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now it's Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Now Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. from the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Higgins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Dumping it off for Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the red zone now, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, They come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, Drake. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Emmanuel Ogbah. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble, as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here we go.
Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Larry Ogunjobi continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill on first down. He dumps it off to Drake. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
20.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Tannehill now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Tannehill finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Detroit!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kiko Alonso. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, T.J. McDonald, getting in there to break that one up. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 29 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out come the Dolphins now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Back to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's third down. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays. But when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a